We're here retrieving those parts of us that we lost when the world told us to shrink, because we're not shrinking anymore. And here we have the Celtic cross to start with. And faith, this symbolizes faith, unity, eternity, the intersection between the supernatural and the supernatural and the natural world and the world that we live in, right? And I feel like you're finding this balance between your spiritual gifts and being here, being on earth, being this spiritual being, having this human experience, and you are getting better and better and better at this. I am loving this for you. I'm loving this for you. This is really good energy. So you're balancing between staying in your spiritual self, so not too much escapism. No more escaping all the time, but just enough to escape when you need to, right? Because you do need your downtime. And maybe at one time, like, you were too much in this physical world and not enough in the spiritual. And then you might have done a flip flop and said, okay, let me go to the spiritual side. And um, now you're back into balance of the supernatural. And to me, this says also that not only are you in this energy, Pisces, but you're starting to master the supernatural energy, your communication with the supernatural, your inner magic that you have, that you've always had, but now you're learning to tame the beast, so to speak. And it is although it's a Christian cross, right? This doesn't have, I don't feel like this is so much about religion. It's more about you and your spirituality. So, and, so above, so below, as above, so below. And you're starting to realize that this keeps imprisonment and of slavery or slavery. Yeah, like it's like you're releasing yourself from this prison. Like there was this prison that you were in, this mental prison, and now you're no longer, because you've balanced this out, you are no longer, did I say did I say tame? I just heard tame the beast. Like you've tamed your inner beast. You've conquered your inner beast, so to speak. And so you're no longer imprisoned. You're no longer a slave to anything out there. You are living your life just how you want to. You're no longer letting anyone dictate how you live your life. This is a sort of freedom. Ironically, like balancing the supernatural and the natural has allowed you to claim your freedom, claim your sovereignty, claim who you are, and be unapologetic about it. And so sometimes I think when people see you, they're used to seeing you in the mental prison. They're used to being able to put you in a box. And I'm feeling that now they're no longer able to put you in a box. This is a very spiritual reading because I have Egypt here, the pyramids. Very, very spiritual. I don't know a lot about the pyramids, but I know that they were built in a way to align with the sun. And you can look this up. This may have something to do for you. Maybe you've been to a pyramid at some point. You might want to look that up. And if you've ever been to a pyramid, to look up to see what that significance is for you. Maybe put it into an astrocartography chart for yourself to see what um what lessons maybe you picked up. There's something significant about the pyramids. Yeah, this is a very specific message. Some of you have been to pyramids. Celtic cross. There was something spiritual that happened when you went to the pyramid. This is not for everybody, which allowed you to tame your create unity between the supernatural and the natural, which also help you to free yourself of, like, you're no longer bound. I'm seeing like Eight of Swords in reverse. Like you release yourself from whatever binding. Like, maybe people tried to bind you to them, and you're no longer bound to anyone but you and spirit, the supernatural and the natural. Like, you have this alignment now. But this is significant. And then I have, make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Time to decide. Wow. And I think this is all coming up because there's something about your spirituality and your spiritual path. There's something about your spiritual path that you're going to need to decide. Now that you've released yourself. You've released yourself from any shame, from any hold that anything or anyone had on you. But there was a reason for this, and now it's time to decide and take that and move forward. You may need to travel somewhere. Maybe some of you need to go. Maybe some of you are thinking about going to the pyramid and you're thinking about travel. Your life's purpose involves travel. Do you need to go to Egypt? I wonder where the Celtic cross. Let me look up. Let me look. Let me see if I can look up something about the Celtic cross. Some believe origins of the ring on the cross represent the Roman sun deity Invictus. It is believed to be the early Irish are said to reach back to pagan times before the arrival. The origin of the Celtic cross are said to reach back to pagan times before the arrival of Christianity to Ireland. In an earlier article, we explore the pagan roots of the Celtic cross. As a symbol of Christianity, the Celtic cross first appeared in the 8th century and was reputedly introduced to Ireland and Britain. So it had pagan background. So, like, as above, so below. The supernatural and the natural. You're like the dark and the light. Like, you have merged the dark and the light. And there's something about what you need to do that involves you traveling. There's some place, and I don't know that you need to live there. And if you look up astrocartography, maybe you have somewhere that you've been thinking about going, but you don't know if you can go there yet. And if you understand anything about astrocartography, you can, once you understand your chart and what certain places mean to you. So maybe you have maybe you've been planning on traveling to Egypt or wherever that is for you, that there might be something like you don't actually have to physically travel there. Once you understand, you can create a ritual around connecting with that, maybe every day, twice a week, 3 times a week, connect with that space. But some of you are being called to travel. And this is going to come naturally because this is part of your calling. So this is a download that you will get about somewhere that you need to go, somewhere that you want to go, but that place it's not just going to be about vacation. It may start off being about vacation, but in truth, it's going to be about your life's purpose. There's something that will open up because certain places that you travel to will open up and give you clarity on different areas, I can't speak, areas in your life. It will give you clarity on different aspects of your life, different houses, right? This is directly linked to astrology. Creative expression. This is going to be your soul longs to express itself creatively. And as you do this, Pisces, your creativity will come out. The downloads will come in. Look at her wings or his wings. This is divine guidance. And I just said that you can connect with another area, like you can like astro travel. Maybe some of you can astro travel, I don't know, that you can connect with other lands without actually physically traveling there. That's part of the astrocartography. And your chart, your astrocartography chart, can also tell you where, can give you an idea once if you know how to read it. um I think I might start doing that at some point. Um, but it will, like, once you know how to read your chart, you can figure out where you can plan your vacations based on your chart. And I'm not saying that you should plan everything based on astrology. A lot of this, though, I'm feeling is going to come through intuition. And this is really ironic that this is coming out because I just FYI for you, I pulled my astrocartography chart, and a lot of the places that I traveled aligned with where I was supposed to be. So I feel like if you are, once you get in tune with yourself and you're ready to travel to those places, your soul will tell you that it's time to go. This is where you need to go. This is where you need to go. And if you can't physically afford to travel there, then maybe you can connect with those places by visualizing, creating rituals about where you connect with that. Because before I ever travel to anywhere, right, we go online, we start searching, we start looking at the land, we find photographs. Like online, you can find all types of photographs that will connect you to other countries, to places that are overseas, away from where you are. Wow. And every time, like, it's like almost like every time you travel to one of these places or you connect with one of these places, you retrieve a part of yourself. You heal something. You get a download about something else that you need to do. And it's ironic when I look at my path in this life, and I will share. I'll make a video and share with you how my path went. And even before I found out about astrocartography, it's really insane that each step opened up a different door for me. And I feel like that our lives, that's how our lives go. And maybe for some of us it doesn't involve like physical travel, but there's maybe astro traveling. Like, but I feel right now the person I'm talking to is connecting to something. This is past life related, and something to do with Egypt. Maybe Egyptian gods, the pyramids. You've been to, I keep saying, you've been to a pyramid, or you're being called. You guys have a vacation planned, somewhere where there's a pyramid. And maybe you don't even realize that you're going somewhere where there's a pyramid. And you may you may want to look that up. Maybe you're going somewhere and there's a pyramid. Like, I know you don't have to go to Egypt to find a pyramid. There's Mexico in Puebla. There's a pyramid in Puebla, in Mexico. Mexico has pyramids. The one in Puebla is it's quite an amazing sight. It's quite scary when you start to climb. You think sometimes they will let you climb on the stairs of pyramids. Sometimes they won't, because they are getting older and they don't want them getting trampled by visitors, right? Because eventually the stone starts to break down. But I mean, I made it part way up. There's no way. Like, I'm so scared of heights. And I got part way up and I literally had to sit and crawl down, because it's really a marvel if you've ever been to a pyramid. Anyway, enough of my story. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. Yeah, Spirit is saying that if you are like, if you're having trouble deciding right now, You have what it takes. Don't worry about it. If you're worried, well, maybe maybe it's not um if she re- if you are worried that maybe you don't have everything it takes to make this decision, talk to your spirit team. They're saying you have the strength to do whatever it is that you need to do, to go wherever it is you need to go, to open up whatever door it is that spirit wants you to open up through this travel. You're protected. Look, protected. You're safe and supported with while you change your career. And look, this could have something to do with career change. This could have something to do with physically changing where you live. And this career change could be a life path change. Like it has to do with, if this is a career, like if you may be leaving your career to create a career, you may be leaving your current career to create a career that is aligned with your life path, with your soul's calling, with your life's purpose. And you're protected on this journey. So you have not only do you have the strength, right? Because you have everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. That means everything that you've experienced in your life has prepared you for this journey that you're about to go on. And not just that you're prepared mentally and physically, but spiritually. Again, so above, so below. It's that Celtic cross that came out at the beginning. The alignment of the supernatural and the natural in your life is bringing in your life's purpose, is bringing you closer to getting the information that you need to thrive in your life's purpose. That could thrive, the creative expression. And whoever I'm talking to, it involves travel. So, Egypt, pyramids. The Celtic cross is linked to not just the Irish, but like Rome. I just saw, and maybe no. You know, the Pope went. I think it was the Jubilee, and you can check out my video. I made a short video on that, on the Jubilee, where they went and they opened up the Jubilee, the year of the Jubilee. They go and they open up all these doors in certain cathedrals in Rome, in Italy, and this time around, it's really funny. It's not funny. It's ironic because they opened up. They went and the Pope opened up the door to the prison. It's like there was like a release. There was like a unity, right? To bring, it was like to bring unity between above and below. Look that up. I don't know why that just came to mind, but I know that we're in the year of the Jubilee, and like some of you are. Some of you may have a connection to that. I don't know. I really don't know. Like this is very spiritual in nature. This is a spiritual calling, but this is a spiritual calling, and I keep saying this, that is linked to your travel, and it's time for you to decide. Like you guys may have to move. Maybe some of you have to move and to step in, like you have somewhere that you're called to move to, and you're doubting, and you're procrastinating, and you're wondering like if you should really do it. And Spirit says it's time to decide, and you are being called to travel. So, I can't tell you what to do, but it looks like a yes. And you have the strength. And not just you have the strength, you have the backing. So that means, says to me, that your creative expression will improve, your life will improve. And not just that, you're going to help improve the life of others. Food and hunger. You're going to be helping improve the life of others. You're going to help bridge the gap, right? Food and hunger, like either you have food or you don't, right? And you're going to be helping somewhere along the line to bridge the gap for people. Food, I look at food as actual food, or food is in knowledge. Maybe there's knowledge that people are looking for, that they're hungering for, that you have, that you're going to give them. But in order to fully step and align, like there's somewhere that you're meant to be or go, and spend time at, because this will help to raise your vibration and connect you to the messages that the downloads that you're meant to get, so that you can thrive in your life's purpose. And so just because you're traveling doesn't mean that you're meant to stay, but I just see that some of you are called to move. Anything else, Spirit? Medicine man or woman? You will heal yourself. You will be healing others. What did I say? Food and hunger. Medicine woman. Medicine man or woman. Yep, you have knowledge to share. Look at that. Look at the dream catcher for my dream weavers. The downloads. This move, this travel for you is medicine for you. And in turn, this you will turn into, as this travel becomes medicine for your medicine, so to speak, your healing medicine, you will become the medicine man or woman for others. You will become the food to their hunger for whatever it is, knowledge. Could be actually food. The angels are supporting, guiding, and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. How much more can Spirit say it? Right now, you need to connect and ask what it is that you want. Like your anything your heart desires. Whoever you are, whatever you've done, Spirit says anything your heart desires right now. Ask and you shall receive. But you have to listen. You have to listen to the downloads, because as you ask, in order to receive, you have to follow directions. You have to follow the path. You have to listen. You have to decide to take the steps to travel. And I see the pyramids as so significant. The protection over your life. I see Archangel Michael here. The protection over your life is Archangel Ariel. Who's Archangel Ariel? Let me look that up. I'm hearing Archangel Ariel. Who is Archangel Ariel is primarily known as the angel of nature and protector of the earth, its resources, and all living beings. She is associated with healing, nurturing, and preserving the environment. While not explicitly mentioned in the Bible, Ariel appears in Jewish and Christian mystical texts. Um, the angel of nature. And then we have medicine woman here. So you know what? You may be into plant medicine. Check out Archangel Ariel. But I see like you're protected on this journey. This healing journey. Like this is all of this. Everything I'm saying here is part of your healing journey. It's part of your medicine for yourself, and it's part of the medicine that you will give to others. Some of you may be into herbal medicine. Huh. How to request help from Ariel. Ariel serves as the patron angel of wild animals. Some Christians consider Ariel to be the patron saint of new beginnings. I cannot. I cannot. This is your beginning. Look, 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 look. You have Archangel Michael here for protection, right? Archangel Michael's not doesn't play. He's got his sword out and he's there protecting you, guiding you on this journey because you already have what it takes. You have the strength. You got what it takes, right? And you just ask and you shall receive. And once you make the decision, you're going to receive. You're going to get set on your journey. Now, Archangel Ariel now comes in for you. People sometimes ask Ariel for help to take good care of the environment and God's creatures, including both animals and pets, and to provide the healing that they need according to God's will. Ariel works with Archangel Raphael when healing. So these may be angels, Archangel Raphael and Archangel Ariel. You may want to call on them as your um embarking on your healing journey and as you're embarking on your journey to heal others. These are going to be spirit guides that are going to help you on your journey, on your healing journey. And as this healing journey is your life purpose for yourself and your life purpose to others, to heal others, you to be the food to their hunger, whatever they're hungering for. All right, Pisces, I'm going to close this out. I'm not going to pull tarot. I'm not going to pull tarot. Let's pull an angel card. Let's just pull one of these angel cards. No tarot today. I think this message is absolutely beautiful. You know, it's just time for you. It's like Spirit saying it's time. It's time to shine. Time to make the decision that you're going to shine. Time to see your light for what it is. Courage. I am stronger again. Spirit says, okay, this card says, I am stronger than fear and bigger than doubt. I am light. I remain light. I trust in God and stand still before the tests of life. I grow and become wiser, although oh, I grow and become wiser through every challenge. I am a being of new life. That's the card. Can you see that? Take a snapshot. Maybe this is something you need to repeat. Maybe this is a mantra that you need to repeat to give yourself, to remind yourself that you have the strength to do what it takes. You have the strength to take the leap, to change the career, to make that move so that you can fully step into your life's purpose. All right, Pisces, thank you for joining me. Let's keep weaving that dream together, and I will see you in the next one.